Hey guys, welcome to Breaking 80, the podcast where we talk about going low, baby, to break the coveted 80 and get that 79. I am yo girl Tammy. This is my buddy Joel Wilson. We're here to talk golf, baby.
Yeah, I guess your backdrop looks a lot better than my backdrop does. Beautiful.
I'm in the beautiful Paiute Golf Resort, three golf courses here on property in Las Vegas, Nevada. And that's what I'm doing this week, Joel.
Oh, you're playing golf.
That's right. I'm playing what I would like to also call survival golf.
Ooh.
So we're playing in the desert of Las Vegas. It is impressively green for as hot and as deserty as it is. It's been 105 degrees the last 2 days. I think today I heard that it's going to be a couple of degrees cooler. I
Ooh.
think we'll feel the impact, and it's been absolutely beautiful. It's a Pete Dye course. Have you played any Pete Dye courses?
Yes, and I do not like Mr. Dye. I think he's a sadistic little SOB, but you know what? He
He
knows
is
how to
something.
design a course.
He knows how to design a course. His rough is deceptively thick. I think every Pete Dye course that I've played two regularly. Fowler's Mills in Ohio, you might
Mhm.
be familiar with. And then the river course at Virginia Tech, I've played a bunch of times. Very challenging. Yeah, Mr. Dye likes bunkers on fairways. He likes intimidating looks at greens. And at Fowler's Mills in Ohio, he likes to put trees right in front of the approach shot, which
Yep.
is, potentially a dog leg. So, yeah, so that's what Mr. Dye does.
Yeah, he also designed TPC Sawgrass, which I think is some of the most iconic. The 17th is an iconic hole. Did you know this? He wasn't going to make it an island green, and his wife talked him into it and says, "No, no, no, no. What you should do is make it an island and have only a walkway going up." And he says, "You know what? That's a good idea." So Mrs. Dye is the reason that TPC Sawgrass, the 17th, is an island.
I'll tell you what about Mrs. Dye. She helped with the Fowler's Mill golf course in Ohio and their creation, and she's a little stinker. Her and Pete Dye, I think that they absolutely love golf. They know what makes it challenging, and they make some of the most fantastic, visually intimidating, and equally beautiful golf courses. And yeah, they live up to the hype. If you haven't played a Pete Dye course, you must go.
You definitely have to go. So you said this is the third court because you played, what is it, the Wolf and the
I've played the Sun course, the Wolf course, and today I'm going to play the Snow course. I'm not
ah.
sure how it got the name Snow course, but that's what I'm playing today.
So you shot what, 77, 72 the first 2 days?
Yeah, each nine. Yeah. And when you're rolling into a course that you haven't played before, there is a learning curve. My first two holes on the Sun course, I shot triples. So my score shot way up. I shot a 90 on day one.
Okay.
And but that I wasn't prepared for the rough. I'm used to the rough that I'm used to. And in my brain, I just didn't add a club. You need to add a club and you need to add force,
Hmm.
and of course there are, first cut, second cut, third cut, but those first two holes really got me. And these greens are hard. Yesterday, the greens were rolling at 12s for sure. The day before, they were ranging 11 to 12 on the Sun course. And I think maybe they range based on morning, noon, late afternoon, and when the sun hits them. But we were warned by the starter that your balls are not going to stick, So when you're approaching the green, there might be a lot of bump and running. And I did a lot of that. I actually know Pete Dye's courses. And so I'm familiar with the bump and run or
Okay.
putting it on the front of the green and letting it roll. So
So did you have fun?
I have been having the best time, even though I am leaving the course, kind of ugly. So I'm keeping a wet towel wrapped around my neck. It's survival golf. This hair is going up in a ponytail, and I'll be dunking a towel in ice water all day and wrapping it around my neck. I'm drinking probably 3 bottles of water each nine, or Gatorade and a couple bottles of water. and drive force, baby, 100%. I am waiting on my drive force delivery. It might be at my
It's
house,
probably
but
going to
of
be at your
course,
house when you get there. Now,
wonderful. I know. And of course, I'm not there. I did not plan well for that. Drive force is the one in this kind of heat.
yes,
It's
it is.
impressive.
So
Yes.
I purchased what are called cooling towels, where you dunk it in the water and they stay cool and you put them around your neck. Is that what you have, or you just have a regular towel?
I have a regular towel that I'm using. And here's a pro tip. If you're traveling to a course, we have our dirty golf towels on our bag. You're
Hmm.
traveling to a course resort, take a towel from your hotel room, from your resort room. So day one, I used a dirty golf towel because we're surviving out here. We're thriving, but we're also surviving. Day two, I took a white towel from my hotel room and brought it with me, a hand towel. And that's a move, man. And I
You think?
dunked it in the icy cooler on the
Mhm.
cart and just kept re-wetting it.
You need to get a cooling towel. They're called cooling towels. You need to get those. They work great because they'll be good for 4 or 5 holes. You have a couple of them, then you're dunking one while the other one you're using the other one because it gets a little more hot and humid here in Myrtle Beach, and we need them. So
I bet so. I'm gonna take a sip of my beverage now because I'm hydrating and I don't want to start. I'm
you
getting
do
dry.
exactly. I know how that is. Well, you're talking about starting off in the rough being really bad. This weekend is the U.S. Open at Oakmont.
I am so excited. And how better for me to get mentally prepared for the US Open than to come and play a very challenging course. So I know what these guys are up against. You play a course like this and you remember the conditions that these guys play in are nuts. The first cut is probably like their long cut here,
Hmm.
and the way that they can hit through rough up to their ankles, and wedge out or more. I don't know if they hit woods out of that. They probably hit a 4 iron through there.
It's going to be difficult. I'm predicting, and I had a podcast earlier with Rob West, who played on the senior tour. He's played a bunch. He is predicting even par will win this thing. That's how bad this course is running.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You're
We'll see
talking
what they
about
do.
you're talking about 5 inch rough.
Incredible. I can't imagine even par being the winning number for the US Open. That's going to be nuts.
Well, there's a
Who's your pick? Who do you
290
think has
yard
it?
par three.
What's that?
A 290-yard par three.
That's crazy. I think that's not okay, but apparently it's within the rules. They kept it just short of 300.
I guess I said when I was talking to him, he goes, there are going to be people who take driver on a par three.
Oh, sure.
And it's like,
And for some of those guys, just tee it up a little bit higher, make it fly a little bit
mhm.
more. We'll see. Not Rory, not Bryson. That's probably their five win.
I'm telling you, and this is a prediction. I don't think Bryson's going to make the cut. I love the guy. He's a great golfer. But this rough is so ugly that if he misses, and he doesn't hit a lot of fairways, he's a long driver. I think that it could be detrimental to his game. And I think if Rory doesn't come along, I don't know if you watched him last weekend, he could be in trouble too.
Then maybe it's the course for the scrambler.
It's going to
Maybe
be the
we'll see
course.
some
Yeah.
speed action.
Yes, I think it's someone who can hit the ball, fairly long, but is in the fairway more often than not because it's going to be fairways and greens all day long. You can't overpower this. If you try to overpower Oakmont, it's going to come back and eat you alive.
Wow. Wow. That's cool. Well,
And then
that's
of course
interesting.
everybody's just going to take Scotty Scheffler.
Well, he's the easy go-to. Scotty's not always on the leaderboard. He's pretty well known.
He
But
is.
it could be the course for the scrambler. But if Scotty can keep himself in the fairways and he's one of the best iron players in the game. So maybe we'll see what he does there. We'll see how these greens hold.
Did you have a chance to watch any of the Canadian Open? I know you were busy playing and traveling and doing all sorts of
That's
stuff.
right. I've been traveling, working, playing. So no, I did not.
Oh, well, I'll start off. Rory had a quadruple bogey on a par four. It's the first time in like 8 years he's had a quadruple bogey. And Matthew Pavone took a 12 on a par four.
Wow.
So it was some pretty rough up there, rough course up
That's
in
intense.
Canada.
Well,
But
it's kind of on them for playing. We pick up at triple, we pick up at 3 over.
yes, we
It's
do.
kind of on them for not picking up. So
Exactly. Exactly.
no.
It's how it is. When's your next tea time?
My tea time is actually at 12:30. So this podcast will be a little shorter than normal
I
today, but
guess
we've got
so.
but you know what? I don't know. Do you roll in hot to tea times? Are you a driving range kind of guy?
No. I've talked about that. It's probably the reason that I don't break 80 is because I get there and put the bag on the cart and then head right on up to my tea time. I mean my the hole. So
So classic, and we do similarly. Ignorantly, I like to believe that because I played day after day after day, back
mhm.
to back to back, that I'm all warmed up. And to be fair, this heat is making me physically actually warmed up. Like the joints are loose, the muscles are going, but yeah, professionals warm up for a reason and they do it even when they play every single day. So I guess that's why I'm not breaking 80 and I'm not a professional golf player, but it is what it is. We're like the rest of the Gen Pop rolling in hot to our tea times, throwing the bag
Mhm.
on the cart.
Well, you know
So,
what? I mean, you're looking gorgeous right now. I do want to see what you look like at the 18th hole.
oh man, I know because this is going to be ugly.
Oh, come
So
on.
it is 105 degrees. Again, it is survival golf. You know what I will say, and you may know this as well. You've been playing golf a long time, but it's nice to see how long these balls are flying out here in this heat,
Yep.
in this elevation. There's real math and science behind that for people who don't know. When I play in South Florida, initially we're always a little taken aback by how short our drives are, and everything else is just a little shorter. So likewise, when I'm here, I'm hitting over 200-yard drives. I think I had a 220 the other day. It was a short par 4 anyways, and I had 60 yards onto the green, and it was like a beautiful shot. I love a good 300-yard par 4 anyways.
I bet you
But
do.
yeah, that's my number, baby. But I'm hitting it over 200. You get a little love with the roll on the fairway if you keep it on the fairway. If you're in the rough, just add a stroke because
hmm
you're not gurring. You're not making it to the green,
Well,
probably.
that's the thing here. I live at sea level. Basically, a lot of the courses I play, in fact, my house has an elevation of about 22 feet above sea level, and some of the courses are about that. So all my drives and everything are at sea level. So when I go up to West Virginia or into some places that has elevation, next thing you know, my drives are 20 yards further. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
wow, what the hell am I doing here?
Add some dried heat and with less moisture in the air, all of that adds to resistance. So add a little dry heat and that's 5 to 10 more yards as well. So that's why I'm gaining probably 15, 20 yards out here, maybe 20 yards, and throw in that my muscles actually feel fantastic playing in 100 degrees.
You just got to
So
move to Vegas now.
maybe, baby.
I'm
There's
trying to
some
get you
nice
out to Myrtle
courses here.
Beach.
Yeah, yeah, or yeah, somewhere in the southeast coast where you have the humidity. I'll tell you that southeast weather, that's nice on the joints too. That's
Oh,
some good
yes.
golf weather.
Yeah, we had some pretty bad rains. I'm playing golf on Friday. I've moved my schedule that every Friday I'm going to play golf. So I will break 80 before the summer because I'm tired of just working all the time. I need to take time for me. And this year is going to be my time because
That's so great.
next year I'm going to be too busy doing some other stuff with golf related business. So
Yeah, and we might have to hit some, maybe we'll see a little bit of practice round action. Maybe we'll get to play a little post-tournament
oh, we
Monday
will.
golf.
We will definitely,
Yeah.
because I know that you're going to be out there. You and I are going to be playing golf a lot next year. Okay. So we will see who breaks 80 that would be great if we both broke 80 at the same time.
Yeah, and then you had who putts first.
That's exactly it. Who putts first? And since
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
gentleman, I'd let the lady putt first.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, that's okay. You can putt first. I like to watch all the lines and all the action happen.
Oh, you're
I
getting
know these
smart on this
tricks.
one. I
Yeah,
see.
I wasn't born yesterday. And by the way, if you're not on the course watching other people's balls roll around the green from every direction, there's so much to reading a green.
Yes,
So if you're not out there doing that and watching these lines, I'll stand behind people. If we're similarly lined,
you
I'm
got
gonna see
it.
what's happening there.
You definitely got it. Well, you know what? I am not going to keep you. I'm going to let you go to the first tee, obviously, that you're getting ready to do. I do want a picture of you on the 18th because I want to see the before and the after.
Oh man, I can't wait to show it to you. Just picture red, sweaty,
That's what I'm thinking.
filthy.
Hair tied
Yeah,
back, a towel around you going, I shot 91, damn it.
that's right. And you know what? No matter what, I know I'm going to have a big smile on my face. I'm here with a bunch of friends, and I'm just so excited to be here. What a beautiful
That, that
course.
sounds great. You know what? I'm going to have to start doing a podcast from the golf course as well. Anyway, this is Joel Wilson, and I will see you at the next tee box.
And yo, girl Tammy, till next time.